On everybody, it's Key Time coming back with another one to talk about the NFL playoffs. The playoffs start this weekend, and the first game we have is the Cleveland Browns and Houston Texans. This game right here, you have a top-notch defense and you have a young and upcoming team with the Houston Texans. I think this game right here, I want to go with Houston, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Cleveland Browns upset Houston at home. So what I'm going to do is I see how Joe Flacco is playing. He's had 11 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions. You got Myles Garrett on the defensive side of the ball for the Cleveland Browns. Then you have C.J. Stroud. He played 14 games and only threw 3 interceptions in 14 games. And in 11 of those games, he didn't even throw an interception. So you have C.J. Stroud, you have Joe Flacco. This game is a great way to start off the NFL playoffs. This is going to be a close game, and it is going to be a good game. It is going to be a good game. I'm going to have to take the Browns. I'm going to have to take the Browns with this one because I don't know. It's like I just see the Browns and the Ravens playing in the divisional round and it being just a better matchup on paper and on the field because the Browns, they know how the Ravens operate. They play them twice a year. Pending this game, they may play them a third time. So I expect Cleveland to win this game. But Houston, you had a good season. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston pitched an upset. But as of right now, where I am going is the Cleveland Browns. All you Cleveland Brown fans out there, I'm rolling with y'all in this game. So don't let me down. The next game on the schedule for this weekend is the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. Kickoff temperatures are supposed to be at 0 degrees or just below 0 degrees. Now, historically, Miami hasn't won a game when the temperature is under 32 degrees. They haven't. The last game that they was in where the temperature was under 32 degrees was last year in Buffalo in the playoffs, and they lost that one too. And they lost that one. The starting quarterback was Skylar Thompson. It wasn't even Tua. But Miami, they have had a roller coaster season all throughout the season. One week is, they the top team in the NFL. They could possibly go to the Super Bowl. And then you have games like you had against Buffalo earlier in the season where you play against top-notch competition and you shrink. And also you played Baltimore a couple weeks back and you give up over 50 points and over 600 yards of total offense. Now, need I remind you, Kansas City's offense is struggling a little bit. Up and down, wide receivers seem like they can't hold on to the ball. It seems like they need stick 'em on their hands or some type of sticky substance to keep the ball in their hands because they are dropping so many passes throughout the season. The Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver core has the most dropped passes in the NFL this year. So they can't even catch a cold. I'm just saying, they can't even catch a cold. If you tried to get them a cold, they couldn't even catch it because they'll drop the cold. Now, back to what I was saying. Even though Kansas City, they have offensive struggles, the defense throughout the year has been better than in years past. Now, Kansas City, they are at home, and it is hard to beat. Well, I'm just going to say it's hard to beat any team when they at home in their crib. Now, with Kansas City, if Miami goes into Kansas City and win, that'll be the upset of the week, possibly the upset of the year. And not to mention, 2024 is only 11 days old. So this will be the upset of upsets. But I don't see that happening. I see the Chiefs winning this game. They at home in temperatures that they are used to. Miami is not used to a game time temperature at 0 or -1 or 2 degrees at kickoff. They are not used to that. So I believe Kansas City, they will win this game. They will by at least 10 points. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, all of them are going to have a huge game and a big game because they are due for one. Travis Kelce, he is due for one. He is due for a big game. So that's all I got for the Saturday slate of games in the NFL. Now, Sunday slate of games. The first one we have is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Buffalo Bills. Now, Pittsburgh, they did great getting this far, but I don't see them winning versus Buffalo because that offense is inept. I keep telling y'all, the audience, third down offense, Pittsburgh is atrocious. Third down defense, top notch. So you taking a good defense on the road, but you don't have a good offense. So that's where Pittsburgh deprives themselves at, and Buffalo, they coming into the playoffs on a hot streak. They haven't lost a game since after Thanksgiving. So since late November, the Buffalo Bills, they haven't lost a game, and I don't think that they are going to lose this game at home because you have the good Josh Allen, and then you have the bad Josh Allen. I believe we're going to see more good Josh Allen in this game than bad. So I'm expecting the Buffalo Bills to win this game. It's going to be close, but this game, they may win it. They may win it off of a walk-off field goal or a defensive safety. Who knows? It remains to be seen, but I got the Buffalo Bills winning this game on Sunday. The next game I want to talk about is the Green Bay Packers and my Dallas Cowboys. Our first playoff home game in a few years. I expect us to come out and basically set the tone early. I'm gonna just say this. Green Bay is a formidable opponent. I'm just so tired of us. See, all throughout this week, us as Dallas Cowboy fans and anybody that's associated with the Dallas Cowboys, we have been talking about the near misses that we've had with the Green Bay Packers over the years. Everybody remembers whether the Dez caught it or didn't he catch it game. Everybody remember that. Then in 2016, we have Aaron Rodgers basically throw a 50-yard pass to get the Packers into field goal range, and it seemed like when Mason Crosby kicked that ball, it seemed like that it had missed the entire field goal net, but it obviously it waltzed back in, and we lost in unbearable fashion. I still have dreams about that kick because it looked like it was gonna miss. It looked like we were about to go into overtime, but we don't have to deal with need that I need to say we don't have to deal with Aaron Rodgers no more. Now we got Jordan Love on our hands, and Jordan Love, he's coming in. He coming into this game on a hot streak. They won 5 of their last 6, and plus they are on throughout this winning streak. The Packers are on. They are only giving up 18 points per game as far as the defense. So, but it's a difference when you get Dallas at home. We score 40 points a game at home. We only giving up 17 points a game at home. It's totally different. So with the way that the Dallas Cowboys have had home cooking throughout the entirety of this season, they shouldn't have any problems with Green Bay. But don't look past Green Bay now. Everybody in the Dallas Cowboys organization, do not look past Green Bay. Cowboys fans, me included, we are not looking past Green Bay. We are not looking past Green Bay. I expect us to win. We are not looking past Green Bay. Dallas is going to win this game by at least 10 points, if not more. If not more. I'm going to just do that. If not more, because they are at home. Now, the final game of Sunday is a homecoming for Matthew Stafford, and the first playoff game in Ford Field history. I believe that the Detroit Lions will win this game. It's the first game it's the first game that it's the first playoff game that the Lions have at Ford Field since its opening. And plus, I think that Detroit, even though Detroit is a young and upcoming team, I believe that they have a more deeper team than the Rams do. I do. So I expect the Rams to put up a fight. But the one thing that can hurt the Detroit Lions, if they are not on their A game, is the defense, because they've had so many defensive lapses throughout the season. We all remember that Thanksgiving Day game where Jordan Love, he had up to that point, he had the game of his career. So I think that Detroit will win this game. They should win this game because you have the whole city behind you, fans are behind you, and I just think that the Detroit Lions will win this game. Now, Monday Night Football, the last game of Super Wild Card Weekend, is the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, a rematch of Week 3 of the 2023 NFL season. This game right here, basically, these teams have grown from Week 3. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles, they were 10-1 after 11 games. Everybody thought that they would have home field advantage. And now they've lost 5 of their last 6. Tampa Bay, they won the NFC South, which nobody had them winning the NFC South. I most certainly didn't. And now I see that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is clicking on all cylinders. Now, one thing about Baker Mayfield, y'all know how I feel about Baker Mayfield, but I got to give him credit where credit is due. Throughout this winning streak, he has had the best numbers of his entire career. I think that with everything that's going on with Philadelphia, and y'all already know what's going on with Philadelphia, if you need a refresher, I am going to tell you that most of the players in the organization feel like that they have that that Nick Sirianni has lost the locker room. Preferably me, I think that, do they have any faith in this system anymore? And Philadelphia, only thing they have is an analytics department, and that is how they go throughout playing all of their games and throughout their offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, and the head coach. They just base their game plans off of analytics, which I don't disagree with analytics, but there are some times where coaches in the NFL, and that's in any sport, they overcomplicate things in the sport. You have dynamic playmakers, you have a dynamic running back. Use your dynamic players and playmakers in the game, and don't even overthink it. Don't even overthink it. So, about this game, what I see as far as Tampa Bay, I believe that they'll win this game. I believe that they'll win it in an upset, and I'm going with Tampa Bay in an upset. Because there's one thing, Matt Patricia on the defensive side of the ball, he's still trying to work out his kinks in the Philadelphia Eagles defense and the secondary. I heard something last week not last week, but a couple weeks ago, saying that he was up at 4 a.m. in the Eagles facility looking at the plays, disguising plays, trying to figure out what nuances can he use in this defensive alignment and defensive scheme. So Matt Patricia, he's still trying to work out kinks. Another thing, Jalen Hurts' finger, don't know if he is going to play or not. A.J. Brown is hurt. Devontae Smith, he is a little shaken up. And then on the other side, you have Tampa Bay. You got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans. You have a good running back, and plus you have Baker Mayfield, who has played a really has played decent throughout this winning streak, and I think that he'll play decent in this game with the Philadelphia Eagles. So I expect Tampa to win this game in an upset. And with that, those are my predictions for Super Wild Card Weekend of the 2023-24 NFL season. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, the key is always on time.